Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andre Melton, and I am the great host for this segment of In Between the Zone. What?
Goofy, this the circus?
Jesus.
You about to bring on an act? You about to bring on the tigers and elephants and stuff? What you about to do?
Lions, tigers, and bears, oh my. No, ladies and gentlemen, this is the In Between the Zone. That's what we bring you each and every Friday night at 7 p.m. You already know what it is. You know who I am, the man of 1,000 nicknames, Mr. One and Only, Mr. Everything You Wish You Could Be in Every Woman's Dream, Mr. 100 because I keeps it real. Yes, that's me, the Black American Dream on
Goofy.
IG. And I'm going to skip over the haters and go straight to my good brother, my personal hype man.
He gotta keep doing this.
If I'm Batman, he's Robin. If I'm LeBron, he's Kyrie. If I'm Jordan, he's pimping. If I'm Kobe, he's Shaq. Because that's
he's
what
Jordan,
he
he's
is.
pimping.
I heard him.
You're pimping.
I heard him.
You're pimping.
Look, he's light skinned, so he is pimping.
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Good.
Gosh.
Flex Zone family at BKD_TV, host of the Flex Zone, Byron Dixon. You heard the man, the face that makes the place, the house that Drizzy Dre built. And you know we like to get in between. In between the zone, that is. Another episode.
He called you pimping, and you started with Flex on Family. That's what you gonna go.
It's a family show.
You try to bring it
We
back.
love you.
You try to bring it back.
I was saying, we're a team. Don't you be trying to divide us. See, this is what y'all be trying to do. Just like the Golden State Warriors. Team light skin, we gonna win one more, baby.
We'll be coming.
Go ahead, Unc.
I am Uncle Raj, and I'm here in between the zone with Crevonte,
Yeah.
with Byron,
Yeah.
and with Drizzy
Goofy.
Dre,
Goofy.
as we prepare to give you entertainment and sports.
How you want it when you need it?
Exactly.
Go ahead, Mr. Goofy.
It's not. That's you, brother. It's you, brother. Crevonte Hurde here. Crevonte Hurde, Facebook, Twitter. Crevonte_Hurde on Instagram. Boom.
Are you not going to spell it out for the people? C-E-H-U. That's what we doing?
Please.
Not going to do nothing?
CROVEONTE.
Shut up. Both of y'all, shut up. Shut up.
Look, for now on, we need to, instead of the Flex Zone music under us, we need to have the INDE. Like that beat just needs to be played underneath you whenever you speak. Go ahead, let him do his thing. Hands up, let you be great. Go ahead, brother.
Yo, go ahead, yo. Go
Of
ahead.
course, we got to take care of home. Most importantly, the Flex Zone podcast on YouTube. Subscribe. It is what, gentlemen?
The first one.
Instagram, Twitter at the Flex Zone 1. Of course, if you have any questions, ideas, or possibly want to be a guest, send an email to theflexzone1@gmail.com. And last but not least, make sure you like that Facebook page, the Flex Zone. All right. So, for this segment of In Between the Zone, ESPN did their top 10 players list. We want to know, did they get it right? And we want to have our list versus their list. So, 10 through 1. Damian Leonard at 10. Joel Embiid at 8. Kawhi Leonard at 8. I'm sorry, Russell Westbrook at 7. Anthony Davis at 6. Help me with the Greek freak, my good friend, Byron.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Thank you. Tied at number 4 along with Kevin Durant. Number 3 is James Harden. Number 2 is Stephen Curry. And number 1 is LeBron James.
So 11.
Wow. did they get it right?
It's shaky.
Okay. All right, gentlemen. So since you guys don't agree, who should be at number 10?
Well, I got Damian Lillard. They have that right. 27 points per game. He averages about 7 assists. He's always he should be an all-star every year, but he's not an all-star every year. But he carries.
The West is stacked.
Yes, the West is definitely stacked. But he carries Portland. He has C.J. McCollum on his team, and he's a flat out beast, man. And he deserves to be top 10.
All right.
I am going to agree with Uncle Raj. I think they got it right. I think 10, Damian Lillard at 10 is really, really good. He averaged about, like Raj was saying, 26, 27 points, about 6, 7 assists. He is single-handedly keeping... before C.J. McCollum got there, he was single-handedly keeping Portland relevant. And you know how hard it is to keep a small market team relevant? And it's not like he's a big guy. He's a little guy in the NBA. And CJ McCullough's come, he's lending a big hand, but it's still Damian Lillard's show. And I think he's a dog. He's an alpha dog, and no matter what, he's gonna give it 100. He gonna give it 100 every game.
Right.
And I think it's something to be said. Something to be said about that little guy who's loyal and plays like a dog. You don't see that too often. I think my fondest memory of him was when he put Dwight and them out the playoffs. I believe in 6 games, he just caught the ball, bang, like from about 30 feet. But you know, I like guys like that. Easily one of my favorite players in the league.
Byron?
Full disclaimer, shout out to everybody in Portland, Beaverton, all the people at Nike. Send free stuff at theflexzone1@gmail.com. We will gladly take it all. Shout out to Cap as well. But Damian Lillard is not in my top 10. Actually, much like the ESPN list, I have 11. But stick with me. At 10, I have 2 people tied. I have Kawhi Leonard and that laugh, and Joel Embiid. But you know what? After careful consideration, we don't have quitters on my list. Kawhi, he gone. You don't quit on your team, and you don't laugh like that, being goofy. You ain't making my list. You ain't in my top 10. Have fun with Drake in Toronto. Shout out to Drake. I'll be there soon. You know, Team Light Skin once again. Number 10, Joel Embiid. Best big man in the East. He can do it all. Great on and off the court with social media. Keep shooting your shot at Rihanna, because if you keep shooting, you'll get to shoot the club up one day. Number 10, Joel Embiid, baby. Get it done for the city of brotherly love.
Eventually.
I can't.
Why?
Hey, listen, man, I ain't mad at you. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you,
Well,
baby.
before we go to 9, my Kawhi actually makes my top 10. He's number 10 on my list.
He just killed him.
But I mean, he like Byron. I just kind of felt like, dang, I really didn't know who to put. I was so here. So
No, it's tough. It's tough when you get to that part of the list. It's tough.
You know what? Because this is my list, and this is in between the zone. You just made the list. Ben Simmons at number 10.
Wow. What do you call him, Dre?
The Savior.
Oh.
You know what? I'll take Ben Simmons over Kawhi anyway.
Yes. Number 9.
All right, number 9 is Karl Anthony Towns for me. He averages 21 points a game, 12 rebounds. He just got Minnesota back to the playoffs since 2004 when Kevin Garnett was the MVP. He has Wiggins with him. Right now, Jimmy Butler, but who knows with Jimmy Butler?
He won't be there.
But this man is going to get it done for Minnesota for years to come. And look out for him this season. Karl Anthony Towns. That's number 9.
Good.
Like I said, at the bottom of the list is pretty tough. I was going back and forth between either having Kawhi at 9 or Kyrie, and they're both really in weird spots in their career. Both really young, crazy injuries. Gotta stay on the basketball court, but unfortunately, the way my list is set up, one of them's gonna be 9 and one of them's gonna be out. Mm-hmm. So, I think I'm gonna go with Kawhi Leonard, and I'm gonna tell you why. Kawhi Leonard has a lot to prove. Has a whole lot to prove because he left a San Antonio Spurs organization who don't lose players like that.
No, they don't.
Especially the way they lost them. That doesn't happen in San Antonio. So
First time for everything.
Yeah, right. But still, like that, we're not used to seeing that. And Kawhi Leonard, he not only left San Antonio, he left the country. He went to the Toronto Raptors. Mm-hmm. And even though I don't think he'll be there long term, I think he's gonna do enough for somebody else to sign him to that big contract that he's looking for. Now, will it be LA, New York, whatever, wherever, Houston, whatever. But I think he has a lot to prove, and when healthy, I think he's the best two-way player in the league. So I think number 9 is a good spot for him, which unfortunately means Kyrie did not make my top 10.
Boo.
Well, you know what? Kyrie did make my top 10, baby. Anytime you can help save LeBron's legacy with a clutch shot in Game 7, I actually look a little bit like you, Crevonte. Sporting the 04 Kobe afro on media day. Uncle Drew got his own movie, getting it done off the court. The Kyrie shoes are selling like hotcakes. Nike, send free stuff. Kyrie, number 9, baby, getting it done in Beantown. Where will he go after the season? Wherever he goes, he's a superstar, and he's number 9 on my list.
But Kyrie, he's killing me right now. That's why he didn't make my top 10, because he doesn't know what he wants. he left Cleveland. I understand why. You know, it's not for so long you're going to be in LeBron James' shadow. Mm-hmm. But threatening to have surgery if he doesn't get his way, so he could miss time. Like, I feel like he's being really, really petty in the way he's going about doing things. He's with the best team in the East, and he's still threatening to leave for the New York Knicks. I can't really believe. I can't put my all into this guy yet. Like, he's a hell of a player, but he doesn't know what he wants.
He knows what he wants.
Why would you leave the Celtics?
Because
jokingly, like, why?
Because he wants the Big Apple. But my number 9 is the Greek Freak. And it's simply because of one thing. Actually, he should have been number 10 on my list. Ben Simmons should be number 9.
The list all jacked up.
Because one person actually shows up in the playoffs and can actually take their team over the hump. So, Greek Freak, you barely made my list, so I'm expecting more out of you for next season. Number 8.
Number 8 for me is Steph Curry. 26 points a game, 7 assists.
Wow.
Curry makes my top 10 list. Don't you disrespect the great 3-time champion.
You disrespected the great 3-time champion.
I did not. He's number 8.
Yes, you did.
He has an all-star
Yes, you
team
did.
on his hands, but he's still great in his all-star team. And they're going to win another championship coming up soon. And yes, Steph Curry, who looks almost like Byron over here, is going to continue to keep doing big things for Golden State.
That's terrible.
And you be respectful.
You be respectful.
I am being respectful.
I think that's terrible.
Number 8.
Number 8.
Somebody get the damn belt on him.
He's number 8.
Get the belt.
I think that's terrible. I honestly think that's
Gosh,
wow.
I don't know what to say.
That's fine. It's my list.
So, gosh, what number we at?
8.
It's my list.
I would have thought this would be the end of the segment at this point. Gosh, I'm gonna go with the Greek Freak at number 8. That number 8, right? Because I know he said.
Yeah, I know. I know. The disrespect.
Yeah, disrespect. Respect.
The reason why he's so low on my list is because he has to take that next step and carry his team into the playoffs and get a victory. But I mean, he's not. He a knock against him is outside of the whole playoff thing. He's not really a great shooter, so that's some things I'm sure he'll develop as time goes on. But the boy averages 27 points a game. Like, he's putting up Shaq-like numbers, without really shooting. Like, he dominates the painted area, and it's his limbs. Him and KD are like such weird basketball players. Like, they're 7 feet tall, 6'10", 6'11", 7 feet, whichever one, any given day, any given night. They can dribble, they can go past a defender, and they could bang on whoever's down there. And it's like, how did that arm reach from the middle of the paint to the hoop? Like, it's just crazy. And he's only gonna get better, and he's actually getting stronger too. Mm-hmm. I seen a picture of how he looked, his rookie year compared to now. The Bulls put on some weight. He put on some good muscle. I got him at number 8, but he can definitely move up. But going into 2018-19 season,
I'm going to keep it moving. I have Greek Freak Giannis Antetokounmpo at number 8. Last year, a lot of people thought he would be MVP. Didn't really take that next step. Still averaged 27. Can't really shoot. But he worked out with your boy Raj, the Bean Goblin, Kobe Bryant this offseason. And reports were he showed up 3 hours early before Kobe even got there. Mm-hmm. So you work hard like that. Like Crevonte said, he's been in the gym, been on that Andre Melton workout plan. I expect a big year from the Greek Freak.
Damn right. All right, my number 8 is Damian Leonard.
Woo! Okay.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay, I like that. That's cool.
Number 7.
Number 7 for me is Russell Westbrook.
Wow, you agree with ESPN on this?
Yes, I agree with ESPN. Number 7, yes. A walking triple-double for 2 years straight. Leading his team to the playoffs. Not not successfully beating the Utah Jazz last year.
Oh, come on.
But hey,
Hey, man, that's a shot.
Ain't no way.
Hey, it's still.
You've been disrespectful.
I'm not being disrespectful. I mean, he's still a great player, but and he's a top 10. He's a top 10
Keep
NBA player. Hey, what you mean, keep it? What you want to put me on the list?
You damn right.
What?
As a matter of fact, Roger, you just made the list.
Oh, okay.
Nobody care about your goofy list.
Okay, Jericho. But anyway, yes, he's number 7, ladies and gentlemen, and he will continue to do great things. Hopefully, he elevates himself a little bit more this season. Hopefully, he gets a jump shot in the game when he needs to have a jump shot at the end of the game.
Hey,
but hopefully,
he has a couple
he
game
will.
winners.
So that's my number 7. I'm gonna pass it on my boy.
Number 7, I'm gonna go with Joel Embiid. Beast in the East. Best big man in the East. I don't know if I can say the best big man in sports because Boogie Cousins is still out there. Anthony Davis, depending on how you look at him, is still out there. But
APB fouled for both of them. Can't stay healthy.
All facts. Well, I mean, Joel Embiid was in that class too. Like he's just getting on the court, and now we're seeing him flourish, and he's looking really good, walking double. He honestly can do whatever he wants on the block, and he's showing signs of having a jump shot. Because all the big men want to be guards in real life, but I think if he continues to develop a jump shot, and he can take you off the dribble, low key. Nothing crazy. He can get that quick first step, and he can develop into a real triple threat as a big man. I think that's really huge. We don't see things like that too often, especially now in the NBA where the big man is obsolete. We can't even name 5, in the NBA right now. But he's one of them, and he's really good, really young, and he's on that Sixers team that's on the rise. I think number 7.
Number 7, I got another big man. He's currently hurt, but I still believe in him. Boogie, DeMarcus Cousins. The attitude we know about, but the talent outweighs the headache. And he's all-time great already. Averaging, 25, 5 and 5 as a big man. Can shoot, pass, make his free throws, and dunk on you. Post moves for days. My favorite cousin, Boogie.
Wasn't that Kurt?
It's a tie. They're both my first cousin.
My number 7 is Joel Embiid. So,
hey, we agree on something. Wow.
All right, number 6.
My number 6 guy is Kyrie Irving. 24 points per game, 5 assists. I think Kyrie will have a great season this upcoming season. I mean, this is for this season only. Not that he's going to go to New York this season. He's not going to do that. I think Boston will have a chance to make the finals, and I think Kyrie has learned from LeBron James and how to be a leader, and I think he will lead his team, maybe to the finals. But I'm not going to go there just yet. I'll say the.
So better than Steph, better than Westbrook.
Wow. Now see. Another issue that I'm having with, Kyrie and his goofy moves that he's doing. This team, the Boston Celtics look pretty good without him.
No, but imagine how much better they could have been with him.
I don't know if they would be the same.
I think
because Kyrie he's never really developed in a system. And we know the Boston Celtics is definitely a system, but they don't do ISOs.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So he's going to have to work harder to fit in.
I think he can do it.
I'm sure. Absolutely, he definitely has the talent to do so. But does he have the mind to do so?
Well, last year he balled out, so we'll see. But who's your number 6?
Who balled out? I barely saw him on the court.
Oh boy.
But
shots.
Number 6. Russell Westbrook.
So low.
Dare I say a walking? No, listen. If you see my next 5, you'll understand why.
I do not understand why.
Westbrook is a walking triple double. Is that that's a thing? Mm-hmm. Like back-to-back years, I think that's amazing. Like never been done. Like he's in the record books forever for that. A dog. I love alpha dogs. He's come from the school of Kobe Bryant. He's a dog. He's an assassin. He's like 6'3", but he has no problem banging on whoever's in the painted area.
No problem at all.
And just like I was saying about Damian Lillard, I think he's the best guy on the Oklahoma City Thunder, and he's keeping Oklahoma City, another small market team, quite relevant. And one thing, even though he can be called goofy by me, by some of his gameplay, some of his boneheaded decisions he does in the game, but I know one thing I'm gonna get from him. I'm gonna get 110% from him. I think he's worth being a top 6 player moving forward.
Byron?
I agree with my brother Crevonte. Number 6, Brody Westbrook, former MVP, walking triple-double, and he's going to average another one this year because he ain't got nobody on his team.
My number 6 was James Harden.
Okay.
I think that's pretty low. Okay.
Nah, I mean, even though he was MVP last season,
Even though he was MVP.
the rest of my top 5, just like you, Crevonte. Calm down, ladies and gentlemen. Matter of fact, let us know what you think. ESPN, they had their top 10 players list. We established whether or not they got it right, and now we're giving our top 10 list for the NBA. Number 5.
Now, for number 5, I had this dude, Kawhi Leonard. And I don't know why I had Kawhi Leonard on there. He only played 9 games last year. But don't get me wrong, he will ball out for Toronto. But you know what? I disrespected James Harden by not putting him on my list. And right now, I need this pen again.
That's right. Get that quitter off your list. Get him off
the list.
We don't put quitters on the list.
Kawhi, you're not on my list anymore. I'm sorry, you're trash for what you did to the San Antonio Spurs. James Harden, you are the MVP from last year. I expect more from you this upcoming season. I expect you to try to make a run for the finals yet again. I'm not sure if you're going to be Golden State.
There you go.
But I believe that you are what you are because you are a great, great, great player. And hopefully you can make Carmelo Anthony play a little bit better. We'll see. But hopefully
That's not a thing.
That's
not a thing.
James Harden, you're number 5. You're number 5 on my list.
Wow. Number 5, I have Anthony Davis.
Okay.
I have and AD, as they call him. AD, when healthy, can arguably look like the best player in the league because he can shoot, he can play on the block, averaging 3 plus blocks a game. So he's there on defense. He's a rim protector. Shoots his free throws, okay. And did you guys see him after Boogie went down?
Mm-hmm. He stepped up.
I mean, talk about stepping up. He catapulted this team to the playoffs and got a win.
Mm-hmm.
That's always been our knock against Anthony Davis. What did he do in the playoffs? He got a win. I think that's huge for Anthony Davis' legacy. Like I said, I think when healthy, he could be the best. He could look like the best, in the league at the time. But injuries is always a concern of mine. So that's why he's at 5.
Top 5. Any woo. Mr. Euro Step himself. Reigning MVP. Strip club swinging. Kardashian banging. James Harden, baby.
Kardashian baby. Oh my gosh.
Kardashian.
Need I say more?
Oh my gosh.
The lefty.
Oh my gosh.
Kardashian banging.
Oh my gosh.
I like it.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
My number 5 was Steph Curry. Steph, come on, you can't have a top 5 without Steph.
Whatever. He's number 8.
Oh, you're tripping.
He's staying number 8.
You're tripping.
You know what? You took off your list. You're good with me.
Yuck.
Who is number 4 for you guys?
Number 4 for me is Anthony Davis, 28 points per game, 11 rebounds. This man is automatically a top 5 player in the NBA. He always excels, always takes his team to the playoffs, always is improving every year from his jump shot to his defense, even trimming his eyebrow at times.
Oh boy.
You know what I'm saying? Anthony Davis will be in the MVP race this upcoming season.
He's always in the MVP race. I'm waiting for him to win one. Go ahead.
Goodness. So disrespectful.
That's you.
Man. 4. James Harden. MVP, reigning MVP, 30 points a game, about 8 assists a game. I mean, when it comes to ISO basketball, that one-on-one basketball, he's the best. I think he's the best, hands down, one-on-one basketball. I mean, as many people as he shook, he made a lot of people look really bad last year.
And he looked shook a couple years ago against San Antonio, didn't he? They're in headlights.
Listen.
Perform.
Listen, that's San Antonio. But he does have a habit of disappearing in the playoffs. But he's always in the MVP running.
I don't know why.
What you mean you don't know why? He's behind Kevin Durant, best scorer. Best scorer, best shooter from long range. Well, he plays on the Houston Rockets, so that kind of helps. But He goes to the free throw line 1,000 times a game. Like I believe the last 4 years, he's definitely led the league and going to the free throw line.
Doing the Thriller dance over there, brother.
Listen, man, he has perfected that Euro step, and I swear it's traveling, but
It is. It is.
But somehow he gets away with it. He's perfected it, and he's put it in his repertoire, and he uses it often, and we know what's coming, and we still can't stop it. Giving them boys 30. Mm-hmm. 30.
35.
And that's tough. Getting them 30. Dirty 30. Because it do be dirty how he be doing folks out there. So, number 4, James Harden, reigning MVP.
Byron?
Keep this quick. Number 4, greatest shooter of all time. On and off the court, keep shooting up Aisha's club. Got another kid, beautiful daughter. Got a son this time. Steph Curry, 2-time MVP, 1-time unanimous, 3-time champ. Greatest shooter ever, like I said. Representative of Team Light Skin, one of the presidents, Steph Curry.
My number 4, I gotta agree with Roger. Anthony Davis is my number 4.
It's cool. It's cool.
Number 3.
Here we go.
Number 3.
Oh, his list is goofy. Like, I can't even do this.
Hey,
I can't even do this.
He's on the cover of 2K.
Oh,
he was
Lord.
an MVP candidate last
my
year.
God.
He was
Was
also
he?
All-Star MVP last year. His name is Giannis. I'm not gonna say his last name because I'm gonna butcher it, but his name is Giannis. 27 points, 10 rebounds. He will elevate the Milwaukee Bucks into the second round of the playoffs. You can book it. You can book it.
What?
Yes, he will. He will get him past to the second round.
That's an accomplishment?
That is an accomplishment for him. He's only 23 years old, but he will definitely get better.
No more
this upcoming
LeBron. I
season.
need conference finals.
Thank you.
Bro, in front of Steph?
In front of Steph.
That's sick. Yo.
And James Harden?
And James Harden.
And Brody?
And Brody.
That's you tripping.
Giannis is that guy.
Can I go,
You know
please?
what? Again, Roger, you made the list. Go ahead,
I
Roger.
don't care about your list. Your list is trash.
Number 3,
That's 2 for me.
Stephen Curry. 2-time MVP, 3-time champion, best shooter of all time. Shot 67% last year, just shooting 67%. You know how hard it is to get to 40 for some folks? He's shooting 67%. I mean, 26 points a game, 6 assists, about 5 rebounds. I mean, he is the engine that makes the Warriors go. And once that engine is revved up, let KD take over or let Clay take over. He does a good job at igniting the flame for the 2-time back-to-back winning Golden State Warriors. And once again, best shooter of all time.
Byron, you're number 3?
Number 3, AD. The brow. Any grown man that's bold enough to wear unibrow in public, you get my respect. And when you can play like that, he gets my even more respect. Product of Kentucky. We knew this guy was going to be the real deal. And he's continued it. Got to stay healthy, but he's been healthy. Last year predominantly was healthy. I'm a huge AD guy. Probably if I was starting a team today, be one of the guys I pick.
All right. Number 3 for me is Russell Westbrook. Number 2 on you guys' list.
Number 2, Kevin Durant. I mean, so many things can be said about this man. I mean, he's came from OKC. He's then helped Golden State win 2 championship rings and back-to-back game 3s. Shot the ball damn near from half court to win the game. Yes.
Who did he shoot it on? I know you like that putt.
He shot it on LeBron James.
I know you like
Bron.
Shot it on Bron. But yes, Kevin Durant is my number 2 NBA player. He's going to be great this upcoming season. I mean, Golden State's going to the championship. I'm saying it right now. They're going to win a championship.
Bold prediction here.
It's going because because of
Bold
Kevin
prediction.
Durant.
Let's jump off the ledge with this
So
one.
Kevin Durant is number 2. Book that.
Go ahead,
Courage and
Chris.
conviction.
I think I'm gonna agree. Kevin Durant. It's unfortunate that he's been 2 for so long and it's always been behind LeBron James. But like I said before, he's definitely elevated his game defensively, which I think is huge to add to his repertoire because I think he's the greatest scorer of all time currently. Defensive stopper on the perimeter, can even protect the rim when need be when they go small. Slick ball handler for him to be 7 feet tall, and obviously him being 7 feet, also a solid rebounder. And I mean, going at LeBron the way he did in back-to-back years, around the same time and around the same spot on the court, pulling up from 30, it's Kevin Durant.
Who's your number 2?
you know what? I could go status quo here. But after watching that finals and seeing the man that you guys just mentioned hinder the legacy of LeBron James from getting his past 2 rings, LeBron James is number 2.
Oh, come on. You know what, Byron, for that, you just made the list for the first time.
Year 16, Father Time's undefeated. I know he's in great shape. He's in LA, but he's more worried about those movies and deals off the court and that beautiful, lovely, voluptuous Savannah James, baby. Talk about a beautiful first lady. But he's more focused on family and off the court things. Still gonna get it done on the court. We know that. Got a bunch of young bulls with him. We'll see what happens. But I think KD has stopped his legacy and now controls who gets the rings in the NBA. Wherever KD goes, that's where the ring goes.
You just made the list times 3, by the way. My number 2 is Kevin Durant. So, number 1.
Number 1 is the king of LA.
You called him the king of LA?
LeBron
Kendrick Lamar?
LeBron James is
Kendrick Lamar.
number 1.
This is huge, ladies.
And he's going to make Lonzo Ball better. He's going to make Brandon Ingram better.
Ball
And he's
better
going to make Kyle Kuzma better. Yes, LeBron James is number 1. He's going to average like 35 to 40 points.
Dang.
Yeah, that's right. I said
This
it.
is 5
I
years
said
ago.
it. No, this ain't 5 years ago. I got my mind on straight. Here's the Los Angeles
drinking
Lakers
that
jersey.
Kool-Aid, huh?
Here's the Los Angeles Lakers jersey on.
He is
I
not
gotta
gonna be happy.
represent. I gotta support the king of
He is
LA
not
right
gonna be
now.
happy.
I don't care what D likes it if he doesn't like.
Did
He
they
ain't
spike
here
your
right
purple
now.
Kool-Aid,
They
bro?
didn't spike nothing.
He's destroying
LeBron
EPL.
James. LeBron James is that man in Los Angeles right now, and I support him. I support him right now. I might even get a jersey. Okay, I'm going a little too.
Do you get on your knees?
No, we gonna get you a jersey.
No, I don't want no jersey. No, God, no, please, no.
Do you
No, I
get
don't want no
on,
jersey.
do you
No,
get
no,
on your
no,
knees
no.
and bow
Just
to
give
the
me a
king?
championship ring.
Do you
That's
get
all I
on your
want.
knees and bow to the king?
Whoa. No, I don't never do that. I will never do that. Never. No, I'm not bowing. Get off of me. I'm not bowing down.
As Triple H says, bow down to the king.
Not doing it.
Who's your number 1?
As he just raved about him, I'm mad I got him number 1 right now. But I mean, this
Come on, man. Come on. Join us. Join us in the,
so what is
in
not
the
making
greatness.
this worse?
Join us.
I don't even have a name. I wish I was in KD. I wish I was in Byron's situation.
It
I
felt
could
like we was about to
switch
swag.
at the
It felt
end.
like we was about to swag, sir. I was like, oh.
No, we ain't doing no swag surfing.
It's LeBron James.
LeBron James.
That's right.
Still,
No explanation.
It's LeBron James. He's been averaging 27, 7, and 7 his entire career, and it's funny he never actually had the stat line 27, 7, and 7, which is kind of funny. But 16 years, he still looks really young. Now, will he be able to do it with this young team? He's gonna need a lot more help, and I don't think he's gonna make Lonzo Ball better.
Yes, he's going to make Lonzo Ball better. Trust me.
He'll be the better 6th man.
But LeBron James is slowly leaving his prime. I think this will probably be the last year he will be the unanimous number 1.
Say Kevin Durant can do it all. Greatest scorer probably since Kobe, maybe. Slim Reaper, George Gervin, Iceman, be proud, 7 feet tall. Can do it all. Dribble, ball handle, play great defense now. And controls the NBA, really, in my opinion, and puts right between LeBron's eye every game 3 of the finals in the same spot. And you know what? In the Western Conference Finals, he's going to do it again this year, right in LA, right in front of Denzel, right in front of all the great actors. Jack Nicklaus, your 2-time himself. Now you want to be a Lakers fan again after Kobe retired. Niggas suck. You didn't want to be
come back.
It's Jack Nicholson.
You know what? You can stay your old tail back and stay where you belong.
George Lopez, all of them. You come down.
George Lopez, you can walk down the border with your amigos and give me some tequila, brother.
Oh, my Lord.
Before Trump built that wall.
Hey, whoa.
Come on, man.
Hey.
Yeah, well, you know what? My number 1, he has built the wall because he's not just the man, he's the king still of the NBA. And not only that, ladies and gentlemen, he will be the MVP this season. LeBron James is still number 1, despite what Byron says. I can't believe you, brother. You make the list one more time. And on that note,
How many lists?
on that, and look, you be quiet before you make the list. On that note, what about
your goofy list?
Crevonte? You just made the list.
You don't know how to
You know
spell my
what?
name.
Nobody knows how to spell your damn name, man. On that note, we gone. We'll be back. You know what?
Why would you do? He about to do something.
We'll take a quick break. 52 pick for you. That's what we do. We'll be right back.
There's more than 52 cards in Uno.
What's going on, sports fans? It's your boy Byron Dixon, the host of the Flex Zone, and I'm here before you today because I need your help. Yes, you right there watching this promo right now. You're sitting there thinking, what is this show about? Should I give them some more time a day? subscribe. We need you to subscribe right now to the Flex Zone podcast on YouTube.
Yes, subscribe or else you already know what time it is. Where's Crevonte at?
Man, shut up. Stop being goofy. Hey, yo, check us out. Almost at 200. Get us there. Almost there, baby. Let's get it.
If you don't get us there, then
Come on now. Come on. Gotta subscribe.
How does this happen?
Podcast.
Subscribe.
Episode 200. You know what time it is.
Or else
Let's
you
get it. Let's get it. Subscribe, please.
Right now, Flex Zone podcast on YouTube. The first one. Subscribe.
subscribe.
Don't be goofy.
We out here. We out.
Or you get beat with Uncle Roger's belt.
That's right. Right here.
And we're back, y'all. Just like Beyonce and Jay-Z with part 2, we're not on the run, but this is In Between the Zone, giving you sports how you want it, when you need it, each and every Friday night. Because I am Mr. Friday Night.
Goofy.
I am the Friday
Goofy.
The Friday Night Delight.
Goofy.
Lord have mercy.
Night. Look,
That's what
I am
he
the-
is.
I am the Black American Dream
Goofy.
on IG. This guy, Mr. Goofy himself, can't even spell his own damn name.
I'm Crevonte
So
Hurde.
we don't listen to the white noise, but what you can do, ladies and gentlemen out there, for the viewing public, is you can go to YouTube
I'll tell
and
ya.
subscribe to the Flex Zone podcast. We are
The first one.
Instagram, Twitter at the Flex Zone 1, and of course, if you have any questions, ideas, or possibly want to be a guest, send an email to theflexzone1@gmail.com. Like that Facebook page. So the question that we want to propose is, what trade will make the bigger impact, Khalil Mack or Josh Gordon?
Well, Khalil Mack definitely will make the best trade because Khalil Mack is consistent. He's been averaging over 10 sacks every game, every season that he's done played. He's great. Well, he was great with the Oakland Raiders. Now with the Chicago Bears. And Josh Gordon, I have not seen this man since 2013 when he had that breakout season, about 1,600 yards. But I mean, I'm not sure what Josh Gordon was doing. I don't know if he was doing the lean. I don't know if he was smoking.
Clean with it, rock with it. That's what he was doing.
Smoking the trees or doing some other type of stuff with the
Goofy, man.
alcohol.
Just very
I'm not
goofy.
sure. But wait a minute, I'm getting a phone call real quick. Oh, wait a minute, hold
Gosh,
up.
oh
Hold
gosh,
up.
it's goofy.
Did somebody say Khalil Mack? Khalil Mack? Yes, Khalil Mack. Yes, he's that person. He's that person
that John
that's
Gruden?
going to make the Chicago Bears
Was that John
better than
Gruden?
what they already are. And he's the better choice.
Was that John
Khalil
Gruden?
Mack. It might have been. I'm not sure who it was. He had like a deep throat type of voice. He was like Khalil Mack.
He just said Khalil Mack.
Go ahead.
Oh man. It's Khalil Mack and it's not even close. I mean, just like Raj said, we haven't seen Josh Gordon play, a full season. It's been some time. Like, we don't know what we're gonna get from him. He has a lot of mental issues going on with him. But Khalil Mack
Can't stay off the weed.
and apparently some other stuff as well. But Khalil Mack is arguably one of the most consistent defenders in the NFL. I mean, Defensive Player of the Year. He's had double-digit sacks since he been in the league, and I think trading him was the dumbest thing John Gruden could have ever done. You traded your best. He was the only relevant player on the defensive side of the ball, arguably on the team, and you trade him away for
Pennies on the dollar.
what exactly?
And they're not sure yet. They're not sure.
And right, because that's a wait and see with
Right.
with the draft picks. But the Bears will gladly take him and has a nice little increase on the defensive side of the ball.
I think Khalil Mack takes that Bears defense from young and solid to young and very good to darn near great. But a lot of times trades are on potential. So if we look at the potential, Khalil Mack's best, 15 sacks, 5 forced fumbles, couple interceptions. Does that win the Bears a Super Bowl? Maybe not. But if Josh Gordon is Josh Gordon, he's Flash from 2012, 2013, where he's
It's been a long
that
time.
decoy.
It's been a long time.
He could be, if anything, with Gronk and Edelman, could just at least be a decoy to help the Patriots, especially offensively.
Sure.
So, what would most likely help the team more is obviously somebody who touches the ball, potentially on the offensive side.
Mm-hmm.
But Khalil Mack is a once in, every 5 years, 10 years
5,
type
10,
of player.
15, yeah.
You got Khalil Mack, Von Miller, Aaron Donald, 3 best defensive players in the league, probably, at their positions, pass rushers, guys who can disrupt everything. And that 7-year deal for Khalil Mack, highest paid defensive player ever, Chicago, you got a great player. Doesn't talk a lot, but talks on the field.
About that action.
About that action.
About that sacking.
And that's actually why I agree with him. I think that Josh Gordon will make the bigger impact. I mean, we've seen Khalil Mack. He's been paired with, think about the Raiders with Aldon Smith as well.
Oh man, he had mental issues too.
Look,
How often was he on the field?
Hey, look, I'm just saying, we talk about the Raiders and their shaky start, but I mean, you know, the Raiders have had their fair share of players. I mean, Khalil Mack has been there, and it was still garbage.
That's not true. That's not true.
While
he was the only one running.
While Josh Gordon, when he comes back, the league has turned into more of an offensive league. And we've seen what happened when Josh Gordon came back. I believe it was like one game he came back and he had like 100 yards or close to 100 yards, and he had just fresh off suspension.
I hear you.
Whenever he comes back, he makes a great impact. I think that Thomas will know what to do with him.
Thomas,
I think that.
My gosh.
I think that system with Belichick and
it's not easy to learn and pick up on.
But I mean, I think we
Chad Ochocinco?
No, you know me. I still say if they had T.O., they would have won the Super Bowl that year. But
look, we just need to run one route, brother. Straight. Go deep.
But think about, you have Gordon, you have Hogan, Gronk.
Why'd you say him?
Gronk. I mean, look, he'll have
Edelman.
Brady will have weapons this season, and it's just only going to be more and more dangerous.
Bunch of injury-prone guys.
The more time they get that chemistry working, I think that this propels the Patriots, I think, to another Super Bowl.
You know what, man? I think you're smoking the same stuff that Josh Gordon was smoking these past 3 years.
Well, look, for the ladies and gentlemen, for the viewing public, I have never smoked any of that ooey, that Bob Marley, that Reggie.
Burns.
Although when we open the show, it seems like you do. But I mean, that's just totally something different.
Maybe I had a little taste, like
Some of that honey jack, baby.
Pops.
You know it. And look, we're looking for that sponsorship. So yes,
We take free stuff.
But I think you guys comment. Let us know what you think. What trade will make the bigger impact, Khalil Mack or Josh Gordon? But we wanted to give you a part two, gentlemen. What trade out there currently could make as much of an impact as the Khalil Mack or Josh Gordon trade?
I would go with Le'Veon Bell. I think Le'Veon Bell to the Jets would propel them, maybe even past the Patriots.
No, come on. Now you smoking that.
I am saying it. Sam Darnold might be young, but Sam Darnold, the 21-year-old, has a bright
to learn.
He has a lot to learn, but he has a bright future.
Wet behind the ears, Similac on the breath.
And Le'Veon Bell would be that ease. He would be that ease that he needs to just run the football. Because that's what young quarterbacks really need. They really need somebody to run that football and take the pressure off of them. And taking the pressure off of Sam Darnold with Le'Veon Bell will be excellent for the Jets. They already have a great defense. They have decent weaponry, but they just need a running back. And that's all they need right now. Le'Veon Bell.
You know, the only ease that they should have did was the ease of choosing Money Mayfield instead of sitting up there choosing Sam Darnold.
He wasn't there.
You do what you got to do when that player's on the board. You move up.
You wildin'.
No, you wildin'.
You give up the farm.
Because look, the only quarterback since Joe Namath they even get in the same conversation would have been Money Mayfield. Could you imagine him?
Well, Dre, they did trade with the Colts to move up.
I think that was pretty good. What do you think? They would have had to give up a Redskin type of trade.
And what does Fat Joe say? We go all the way up. That's what you do. If you gonna be you gotta be all in. Just like your Uno cards. You do like Vegas.
They were all in. They were all in.
You do like Vegas.
You sound goofy. They were all in. They were all in. On Sam Darnold. They was all in on. Goofy.
Sam Crash Arnold. That's what he is.
Raj,
trash on.
Trash on. He's young. He has a lot to learn. He has a lot of upside.
Wet behind the ears.
He has upside stop. He has upside stop.
And so does Money Mayfield.
He has upside stop.
Yes.
And he has a better team. He has a better team than Sam Darnold too.
Look, First of all,
Nobody knows what that means. Stop.
Unc just put his hands on the money maker. You got one more time, Unc, before I get my belt up here. Don't you touch the A-lister like that.
Raj.
What you gonna do? You gonna hit me with the belt?
All right, obviously.
No, go
Obviously,
ahead. Don't go nowhere. Finish what you're about to say, Crevonte. We remain civilized. We're a civilized flex.
A lot of what you said was true, minus going past the Patriots. I think that's still a very much uphill battle, even though, the Patriots can look shaky at times.
They look shaky at times.
At times. But that's a lot to say the Jets will catapult them. I'm going to say, I think, yeah, definitely a reach. Definitely a reach. I'm going to say, I think A.J. Green needs to get out of Cincinnati and go to Lambeau Field.
Oh, my.
I think if you pair up Aaron Rodgers and giving him a legit, bona fide wide receiver,
number one,
he can go back to the Super Bowl, man. Because
you say all he needs is one.
All he needs is one, man. I mean, look who he had when he did win the Super Bowl.
Donald Driver, Greg Jennings.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a nice crew, though.
It was a nice crew, but he didn't have no bona fide guy. He made them.
Actually,
because what happened when
he didn't actually make them. Brett Favre made them, but he just made them a little bit.
Oh, get out of here!
Hey, Brett Favre made those guys, okay?
Hey, look, don't open up your picture mail. Don't open up your picture mail from Brett Favre. It might be a package you don't want to see.
Anyway, AJ Green is very, very underrated. I think he's underrated, but I think he's underrated because of the where he's playing. He's playing in Cincinnati. That's another small marketplace, and he doesn't get the notoriety that he deserves, but on top of that, he doesn't have the quarterback.
That goofy quarterback.
I think if he goes with Aaron Rodgers, catapult both of them into the Hall of Fame.
First of all, if I'm Le'Veon Bell, I'm not coming back to the Steelers.
No.
I come back, get my money, and I act like I'm hurt and don't play. But anyway,
terrible.
Offensive lineman talking trash. He bought them watches for them last year, and they talking trash about you. You fat.
Give him back.
You need to eat some Subway.
Give him back.
Big. Anyway. My hypothetical trade.
Country bumpkins, I'm saying it for him. You meat and potatoes out, brothers. You need to eat some damn rice cakes.
Respect that, man. That's why he living his best life down there in Miami. Now,
ain't going back and forth with him.
No, he's not.
Absolutely
and he
not.
shouldn't. Now, my hypothetical trade is another quarterback that needs to move. Gotta have a quarterback. And a team that needs a quarterback. The New York Football Giants need a quarterback. Because Eli look like he about to pull Levante Davis out there. Go in his face.
I've never seen Eli change his facial expressions ever. But when he got pulled up off that ground, I was like, he looked like he about to give up.
I'm out.
He looked like he about to give up.
I'm deuces.
And if he'd have quit at halftime, I'd be like, hey, listen.
Hey, Eli, you had a good career. You got two of them things.
It's the new thing to do.
I wouldn't blame him,
It's the new thing to do.
You got two of them things against Tom Brady. You did a good job. But my hypothetical, replacing Eli Manning. Andrew Luck, baby. Get him out of the Colts. Get him out of there from Ryan Gregson and Jim Irsay and put him in the Big Apple. He's a big-time star. He can live up to the hype. And old Sam Darnold can take the back page.
Darn
don't.
That's creative.
Hey, is that something for Q, man?
Hey, Q, if you're watching, like I say, you ain't official till you get on the flex zone. Come sit here with the big boys. And then you just might do something. But get him in New York, baby. The Big Apple. Get him with Odell. Get him with Saquon. Get him with Sterling Shepard.
Listen. That sounds really good.
And get him in offensive line.
There we go. That's what I'm trying to go to.
Bring Quentin Nelson with him.
Right. Bring Quentin.
And get this man an offensive line.
Listen, man. Give Andrew Luck an offensive line. The boy's bad.
Yes, he is.
The boy's bad, man.
Definitely bad. A bad man.
You know what? I'm gonna go.
Let's reach. Time to reach.
I'm gonna go with the quarterback position.
Time to reach.
And I say that the Baltimore Ravens.
Time to reach. Time to reach.
Whoa.
Time to reach. I'm still going.
Let him finish.
They need to trade
Oh boy.
Joe Flacco.
What?
It's time to move. It's time to move past Flacco.
Reach it.
There's plenty of teams that need a quarterback.
I want to know who he's going to replace it with.
And you replace him with put the rookie in there. Let him get that Similac off the breath. Let him get them ears wet. And you let Lamar Jackson get in there and go ahead and lead the Baltimore Ravens to the playoffs. And I wish you would get the belt out. I wish you would get the belt out. I wish you would.
I ain't going back.
You ain't get the belt out. You ain't get the belt out.
How dare you? How dare you?
Look, I'm a bell catcher. I'm a bell catcher. Look.
He's a belt catcher.
Hey, look.
I got hit. Nope. I done got hit.
How dare you?
I done got hit. Nope, I'm out of here.
How dare you disrespect Joe Flacco that way, Andre Melton? How dare you do that? He's a Super Bowl the 2012 Super Bowl champion, son.
And
he does not need to be replaced just yet. He still got something left in the tank. You let that man do what he does.
I will, and that's being Joe Wacko. That's what he is. Joe Sucko.
He is not Sucko.
Joe Wacko, Fluco, Flacco, whatever he is. He sucks.
So you ready for the era of LJ8?
Yes, I'm ready for the second coming of Michael Vick.
I'm ready for it next year.
That's right, next year.
Hey,
Just because I got it, I'm whipping you. I'm whipping you. I'm whipping you.
Hey, you
That's
know
right. I'll get your legs. I'll get your legs.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Ridiculous. That's ridiculous what he said right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's ridiculous. You're not listening to Andre Melton. Don't listen to his goofiness.
I thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to that YouTube channel. We are the Flex Zone Podcast, the first one. Instagram, Twitter at the Flex Zone 1. If you have any questions, ideas, or possibly want to be a guest, send an email to the flexzone1@gmail.com. Now I'm going to have to go ahead and whoop his ass. We out.
We go.
Hey.